Oh, him? Yeah, I know him. It's going to take a while. It happened years ago. Did you know there are three kinds of aces? Those who seek strength, those who live for pride, and those who can read the tide of battle. Those are the three. And him?
He was a fighter pilot they called Solo Wing Pixie. This man was his buddy.
You know, buddy, just look at the view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here.
He is the man I seek.
It was a cold and snowy day.
There's a large-scale battle taking place near B7R. Galm team, we cannot authorize a retreat. I figured you'd say that. This is gonna cost you extra. This is CJ from Crew Team. I'll support you any way I can, Galm team. We get shot down, crash where I can't see. Roger that.
The Belgian War is shrouded in mystery. Everyone is a hero and a villain, and no one knows who is the victim and who is the aggressor. And what is peace?
Falcon fighters approaching. Shoot them down and secure your superiority. They've got a Cletus at the door. Time to hunt some wild dogs. These are round table fighters. Stay sharp. The round table's nothing special. I'll take care of things. No walls in a dogfight. You just have to take the enemy out. The fight does not end until one side is completely dead. Learn to accept it, kid. This is war. Fire away, coward. Come on! We will survive, Galm.
Alright, we're going to be trying Ace Combat Zero again. Anybody who saw the original stream? Well, now we're on original hardware. I didn't load up my old data, but which is why, before I forget... Huh. Don't remember how to switch the... Oh, if it's a problem, we'll fix it later. So since this is new save, highest we can go is hard mode. I'm gonna turn down my mic a little bit. That's a little bit better. It's blowing out the audio channels. Okay.
Oh, him? Yeah, I know him. It's going to take a while. It happened years ago. Did you know there are three kinds of aces? Those who seek strength, those who live for pride, and those who can read the tide of battle. Those are the three. And him? He was a true ace.
He was a fighter pilot they called Solo Wing Pixie. He was a colleague of the man I seek. 10 years ago, there was a war that engulfed the world. The Balkan War. And in that war was a pilot who trailed across the sky and disappeared from history. He was a lone mercenary who inspired both fear and admiration. He is the man I seek. And so, with the words of Solo Wing, the curtain rises.
It was a cold and snowy day.
Listen up. We have a situation on our hands. A major squadron of Belkin bombers has crossed our border, and it's making its way here, to Valais Air Base. Apparently, they intend to attack our base in an initiative to gain hegemony over the entire Republic of Ustio. Valais Air Base is our country's last line of defense. If our base falls, no one will be left to stop Belka from taking over Ustio. Your mission is to destroy the squad of bombers and defend our base. Belka's invasion must end here.
Ah. Probably couldn't be heard just then. So we're just gonna... First mission. Real simple. Nothing but air to air.
It's starting to come down. This is Base Command. Guess all you boys managed to get up. Galm 1, Galm 2, maintain present course. This is Galm 2, roger that. Bearing 315, Vulcan bombers approaching. Nobody wants to bail out into a mountain of ice. We're counting on you, flight leader. All units prepare to intercept. You better have our pay ready and waiting. That's only if we both make it through this alive. Be ready to pay up. We'll be back before you know it.
Why am I drifting?
Galm team, shoot down all enemy bombers. Don't let them get to our base.
Oh, is that just the wind?
Follow all orders from Galm 1. Free engagement is prohibited during this operation. Roger. Awaiting your orders, Cypher. You're Galm 1 now. Progressing steadily towards the operation target.
Alright, so I've got a million things to say about this. We'll start with the really obvious one. Galm team! Oh yeah, we can control the map size, it's so much nicer.
If you want to turn back, now's the time.
So, Galm team. I've talked before about how, you know, there's some differences between Japanese and English. Of course, this was originally a Japanese game. So, you know, it would be the Garmu team or something like that. Galm team is supposed to be Garm team, as in a reference to a Greek mythological... Oh right, you can crash into dead bodies in this one. That is one change they made in Ace Combat 7 that was very, very helpful. That's gonna take me a minute to get used to again.
Galm team, shoot down all enemy bombers. Don't let them get to our base.
I guess Galm is...
Galm 2, follow all orders from Galm 1. Free engagement is prohibited during this operation. Roger. Awaiting your orders, Cypher. You're Galm 1 now.
Your order is free engage. I guess Galm is kind of a obscure reference.
And we're gonna swig the night
So,
away.
I mean, you'd think somebody on the production team would have got it.
Suckers and treat ourselves to a little hot whiskey.
Now remember to avoid corpses.
Bomber down. Continue with operation. I'm gonna come out on top today.
So you notice sometimes enemies have a little pip on them.
Second enemy bomber down. Stay sharp out there.
That means that my wingmate is currently targeting that enemy. And if my wingmate is targeting that enemy, usually I can just let that enemy be and they will be dead for long. There goes Pixie. So you might have seen on the opening cutscene, you got a really good look at him. He's in an F-15 Eagle. that has one wing painted red. His backstory, how he got the name Solo Wing Pixie, is that he lost one of his wings in a mission, managed to make it back to the ground. That is based on a true story. I believe it was an Israeli pilot who was in an F-15 who lost a wing. I think it was a training mission. No, pick that one off. He actually lost one of his wings midair, but the F-15 has some type of weirdness with its design where it has just so much air surface that it can actually fly surprisingly well with just one wing. So you notice on the map there is a gold enemy. That means it's extra valuable, right? I'll explain gold enemies later. Like I said, there's a million things to say about this game. We'll get to gold enemies in a bit. Oh, I'm gonna get to this gold enemy right now, but... So I debated whether to play Ace Combat 5 or Ace Combat 0 first. Ace Combat 5 came out 2003, I think? Something like that. It's called The Unsung War in English, and Squadron Commander in pretty much everywhere else. Belkins. I can't believe Belkins are criticizing me. So the big selling point of Ace Combat 5 was that you could issue orders to your squad mates in combat, which was new to Ace Combat. It was kept in Ace Combat 0 and Ace Combat 6. It was a huge part of Ace Combat 6, actually, with its own unique mechanics about mass attacks and mass defense and things like that. It's the most interesting part of Ace Combat 6, actually. Anyway, there's the gold targets down. What was I saying? Right, so you could... Damn it! Here's a new gold target.
Enemy bombers have reached the center of Operation Airspace.
Yeah, I'll get to him. That should be a hit, right? Yeah.
Fire straight to the canopy.
The
Don't talk about it for years.
problem
Take all these guys out.
is that your squad mates in Ace Combat 5, they kinda suck. I mean, I like them as characters, but they are not good at fighting. In a whole mission, they'll maybe take down 3 or 4 targets while you take out, like, 50. Pixie, on the other hand, can hold his own pretty well. If you let him go nuts, just put him on free engagement mode, he'll usually pick up 30 to 40% as many targets as you do. Which, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better. And I think that in Ace Combat 5 they're hard-coded not to hit mission critical targets. You can see Pixie just took out one of the objective enemies. Absolutely love Pixie. Great wingman. Don't crash into him.
Nothing was said about this in the mission briefing. It seems like they have a quality pilot within them. Base Commander Galm team, the enemy attack unit has been successfully intercepted. I'd like to see how those Belkin cowards report back to their superiors. Cypher, I got a feeling you and me are gonna get along just fine. Buddy. Galm team, you have permission to land.
Valet Air Base is... Oh, we don't get to
It
actually
all
land this
started
time.
on that snowy day. My first impression was... he had potential.
Thanks to you, Belka's attack on Valet Air Base has failed. Your efforts will not go unrewarded. Your actions may well decide who wins the Belkan War. I, for one, will be counting on you.
Now you might notice in the bottom right there is a marker called Ace Style. It actually updates in real time, if you can see in the background. Oh, that's really dark. Why is it so dark? So you notice that a yellow target got destroyed, and the slider barely twitched. Guess it doesn't update in real time. I could have sworn it did. I guess it actually wouldn't be able to.
The Belkan War is shrouded in mystery. But now, a decade after the peace accords, a portion of the records was finally released. I quickly got a hold of it. Wanting more details, I acquired information from unknown sources. There was a reason for my obsession. The roots of the war lie in the Belkan Federal Law Review that took place in 1988. Belka, suffering from economic strife, permitted its eastern territory to secede, and the Republic of Ustio was born. But Belka's economic troubles did not subside. Meanwhile, taking advantage of the situation, the world superpower Osea continued to flourish. Amidst the economic panic, an extreme right-wing party took power within Belka, aiming to restore strength and stability to the nation. And on March 25th, 1995, with the discovery of natural resources in Ustio, Belka began to invade its neighbors. It was the beginning of the Belkan War. Unprepared, each country fell quickly before the might of the legendary Belkan Air Force. In just a few days, they occupied all territories except for the mountain range. In response, the occupied Ustio government military placed all their hopes on a joint operation between Osea and the foreign mercenary forces. This, of course, can be found in any history book. But I noticed a strange similarity in the materials I gathered. There were several accounts about a mercenary, all followed by the code word, demon. But most of the information was incomplete. Still, I was intrigued. I decided to pursue the history of the Belkan War through this mercenary. I was certain I would find something there. Would it be the hidden truth behind the war, or just another battlefield legend? I wasn't able to meet the mercenary himself. Actually, it's questionable if he ever did exist. But thanks to some old friends in the military, I was able to track down several individuals who knew him. Soloing is one such man.
We must regain control over Route 171,
I was muted
which
again.
runs through Arlen to secure a transit route for our ground troops.
Arlen!
Bridges along this route, 3 over the RA River, all heavily guarded by the Belkan Armored Corps. Securing this route is critical to Ustio's attack on the Belkan forces. Destroy the Belkan ground units blocking passage along this route, and secure the supply line between our forces and the Osean army.
Operation Roseline. This is our first anti-ground mission. So between missions we can go to the hangar, we can buy new aircraft, and we can buy new weapons. Oh, right, we don't need to buy new weapons for Pixie. He starts with everything. So we start with just 3 planes. None of them are great. They're all perfectly fine. This one has rocket launcher, unguided bomb, or anti-ship missile, I think. Semi-active air-to-air unguided bomb. I think we're gonna go with the napalm bomb. Does a little bit of damage to a larger area. So, don't need to buy new weapons for Pixie. I mentioned, of course I'm going to compare this game a lot to its predecessor, Ace Combat 5, which is what we're going to play right after this. In Ace Combat 5, you get to pick what planes your squadron will be using for every mission. This, Pixie is always in his F-15 with a custom paint job. Just pick his weapon. I'm going to give him a large unguided bomb. For after all, what is man in nature?
Galm 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
We'll read it sometime else then. So, Valet Air Base is interesting because it is, I mean, it's just a long strip of land. The graphics, it's PS2. It's not too hard about the graphics of having 4 buildings and some oil tanks. But I do really like how it has just kind of a bridge attached to the end of it to extend the runway out over a cliff. As if it was like, well, where can we build a runway? We don't have anywhere that's enough space. Fuck it. You can even see it's not even fully built. It adds to the whole background of this being a kind of last stand area.
Galm 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Absolutely love the presentation of this game as it's like being told to a reporter by a bunch of...
Eagle Eye to Galm. The target is in formation along the highway. Commence the operation.
This story being told from the perspective of a reporter trying to find everything out in the future.
Ground forces are blocking off our transport route. Destroy them all.
So you see, when I bring up the partner command menu, you can actually tell him whether to engage everything, air units or ground units. I can also tell him to cover, which means he'll attack the units that are targeting me, or I can tell him to attack, which means he'll go after the targets I'm targeting. Attack is not very useful. Cover can be pretty useful in some missions. For this, I'm just going to let him off the chain to attack ground units as he wants. So, yellow targets. Gotta talk about them eventually. You notice they're like windmills and tents, while all the green targets are things like tanks and APCs and AA guns. Basically, yellow targets are questionable if you want to destroy them. They are worth extra points. Well, I mean, like, not you get a bonus for killing yellow targets, but I mean, it is another target you can destroy that will give you points.
The operation is proceeding smoothly. Eliminate the remaining
Damn,
forces.
I missed a lot of yellow.
Didn't anyone request backup? Keep trying until we get a response.
So you also notice sometimes when I shoot an enemy plane down, instead of dying, it becomes gold, and it will immediately retreat from the airspace, it will no longer attack you. It just slowly moves, hey Pixie, to the edge of the arena and leaves. It's not a threat. There is no reason to kill it other than points, and if you remember that slider at the end of the mission that said Soldier, Knight, and Mercenary, this game actually has a simple morality system where, depending on how many non-combat targets you destroy, you're going to be ranked as a knight, a soldier, or a mercenary. With mercenaries being, you know, mercenaries, destroying everything for extra money.
Special weapons are almost gone.
3 left? That's enough.
We gotta strike while the iron's hot. Galm 1.
I think Pixie might have actually skipped a line because I attacked so quickly, but he normally says something like, yellow means war crime.
Down there. We just might be able to win this.
I mean, it's a tent, which probably has enemy soldiers in it.
Keep an eye out for Sam.
If I hadn't attacked so fast, Pixie says, hey, maybe we should destroy those windmills. They're probably being used as ammo dumps for the enemy. So they're, like, targets that are probably worth destroying, usually.
Galm 1, missile evaded. AA guns destroyed.
I don't believe it's a war crime to attack a retreating enemy plane.
I'm sure this fight will change the look of this
Probably.
place.
It's not nice, but it does give you extra money to buy new planes.
Radar lock.
We are absolutely doing a mercenary run, not because I need the money for any particular reason.
Bandits and
You
gun
will.
range.
There's one very particular reason we're doing a mercenary run, and I will point it out when we get there.
Locked on. Approaching gun range.
But I can say the story does have a few minor splits depending on your ace style. And there is a reason we want the mercenary version. Ah, there's the Sam. Let's just tell Pixie to cover us for a little bit.
Pixie, roger. Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you.
God, it's just a nest of Sams over here.
Sam destroyed.
Absolutely do not slow down during this part.
Break, break.
Please target the Sam again.
No special weapons fire remaining.
Ah, napalm got him.
Missile launched.
88% damage, that's fine. The houses are a little bit more questionable.
Watch out, the enemy's tracking
Like,
you.
the tent is very clearly something that would have been put up by the enemy. The house is, a house, and this is our territory that we're reclaiming, so...
Fox 2. Break, missile.
Don't think about it. Just get the points.
Locked on.
I mean, in this case, yeah, this was very clearly an enemy camp. They had tents set up, they had vehicles. I am almost out of missiles. That is one thing that is different in this difficulty mode, is you get fewer
Locked onto you.
missiles, and you even have finite gun. So it is entirely possible to make a level unwinnable.
Sam destroyed.
Well, not unwinnable, it just means you need to let Pixie do it.
Locked on. Captain, they're close by the bridge. We're about to enter the battle zone. Big trouble on its way to be stopped now. Hold tight. Cut right through. Don't let your cargo get damaged.
I think that should have been all the Sams. Nope, one more. Nope. It is weird only having to shoot one missile at a tank to destroy it. It is throwing me off a little bit.
There are only a few enemy fighters up there. There aren't many Belkan ground forces left. Continue operation.
Ah, bad shot. Cannot afford to miss missiles with 5 left. Yes, I do. I'm a mercenary.
Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you. Locked on.
Should be the last enemy that we need to destroy. You can see Pixie is keeping these planes off my ass. God, Pixie's so great.
Operation complete. Now the Allied forces can secure a military transport route. Well done, Galm team.
The mission was a success. Passage along Route 171 has been secured. Thanks to you, Usteel will now be able to launch a counterattack.
I can't believe it. Chapter 3 is the first Ace-style split.
Head Operations has issued an emergency order for a reconnaissance mission to be conducted near the border. You will be monitoring the airspace B-7R, currently under Belkin control. Strong opposition is expected by enemy squadrons, and the presence of a magnetic field has been detected, which may interfere with communications. In short, this will not be a walk in the park. The B-7R airspace is located above an area rich in subterranean resources, where many conflicts have been fought in the past. You're authorized to engage enemy planes upon contact. The time has come for your skills to be tested.
Damn it, I keep forgetting I'm muted. So I have no idea what I said that got through and didn't. You can see that there is a... Pretty sure I was muted for this part, where I said there is a running tally of how many kills you get with each airplane. As you can see, under Fighter, it's got some marks. Gonna take the quick maneuver air-to-missile. He's taking the advanced medium-range air-to-air missile. Did not want to get the fish bed. It's not an appreciable increase in missile number, and its low mobility is kind of a problem in this mission. This is, for after all, what is man in nature? A nothing in relation to infinity, all in relation to nothing. Central point between nothing and all, and infinitely far from understanding either.
Belkin Priority 1 Strategic Airspace B-7R, aka the Round Table. It was the grand stage where we pilots performed. We were all on an equal footing, fighting under the same conditions. No affiliations or ranks to hinder us. Aces from every nation crisscrossed through those skies in pursuit of air superiority. The only rule of engagement was to survive.
Airspace B7R.
Galm team, this is Eagle Eye. Penetrate B7R and get a feel for the surroundings.
Galm 2, roger. This kind of job is what we're all about.
What's our objective actually listed as? Infiltrate the northwest interior. Don't have to kill anything, just have to go there.
Enemies on radar. Exercise caution.
Something wrong with the IFF? Only 2 aircraft are showing up on radar. Don't they know about the round table? It seems they're onto us.
Galm team, engage.
We will survive, Galm 1. Show them what the Falcon Air Force is capable of.
Dude, until my mission objective updates to kill you, I'm just gonna keep going. What awful terrain.
Let's see what those planes are made of. So those mountains in front of us make up the round table.
Oh, I see.
My share of
Mission
stories
critical
about it.
enemies.
Warning, radar shows additional craft approaching area B7R at high speed.
Galm 2 to Galm 1. Enemy reinforcements, probably the main force. Route 1 to all craft. Time to hunt some wild dogs. Down them all. Roger.
So, depending on our ace style, we are fighting a different enemy squadron here. Typically speaking, the enemy squadrons that you fight,
Galm team, we cannot authorize a retreat. Intercept them.
I figured you'd say that. This is gonna cost you extra. Mercenary dogs. This is the round table. Dead men's words hold no evil. They're flying typhoons. Don't underestimate these guys. Cypher, they're known for their long-range attacks. Be careful.
Approaching gun range.
Take them down.
Locked on.
Route 1, Fox 2. Fox 2.
got one.
One plane down. Looks like we underestimated them. Enough playing around. I'll drive them into the flames. Here he comes. Let's fly into the center.
Like Pixie said, they specialize in long-range attacks. So you want to try to stay right up in these guys.
Missile launched.
Anytime one is getting too far away, I'm going after it.
The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Doesn't hurt to take out some of the non-mission critical enemies either.
That's all they are. Nothing like us.
Not when there's this many of them.
The shotgun guys, please. I'm willing to bet there was more than luck.
Galm 1, missile evaded.
Galm 2, Fox 2. All damage planes disengage.
Locked on.
That's not hitting.
Galm 1, Fox 2.
Even if I lock on, that eagle just shakes me off. Missile launched. Looks like I didn't make it.
Radar lock. Missile evaded. Approaching gun range.
Pixie got one.
Two of our fighters have been shot.
Galm 1 is going down.
Belkin Priority
So-
1.
I didn't get to say it because of
Galm team, this is Eagle Eye. Penetrate B7R and get a feel for the surroundings.
things suddenly getting very,
This kind of job is what we're all about.
very complicated. But as I said, the enemy squadrons you fight will vary depending on
Enemies on
your
radar.
ace style.
Exercise caution.
Typically, the enemy squadrons you fight as a soldier are kind of assholes.
Only 2 aircraft are showing up on radar.
Enemies you fight when you're playing as a knight are more honorable. Enemies you fight as a soldier are more kind of professional. This time, instead of
Let's see what those planes are made of.
This time, instead of acting like I'm in a good plane, I'm going to actually take out some of the escorts to make this a little bit easier.
Show them what the Belgian Air Force is capable of.
Radar locked.
Starter planes are functional, but they can't.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Well, I mean, they feel like starter planes.
Approaching gun range.
Losing altitude. Don't think, react. Just shoot them.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Fox 2.
Galm 1, missile launch.
That's about half of them.
They've got guts. Bandit down.
It's about half of them. There's still one that's on my tail. Pixie will take care of that.
Reckless attacks aren't gonna cut it with these guys.
Really feel like I need to destroy these two, but you know, now that I actually see somebody in chat talking about yellow targets, I wonder if they made them yellow specifically as a reference to Ace Combat 4.
Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Or maybe it's just because it's easier to see. I feel like
Galm 1,
that's kind of a
missile evaded.
stretch.
Missile hit.
Pixie can go get that last one. It does react to you giving him different orders, which is nice.
So those mountains in front of us make up the round table.
There's Rock Squad.
My share of stories about it.
Warning, radar shows additional craft approaching area B7R at high speed.
Go 2 to Go 1. Enemy reinforcements, probably the main force. Route 1 to 1.
Galm team, we cannot authorize a retreat. Intercept them.
I figured you'd say that. This is gonna cost you extra. Mercenary dogs. This is the round table. Dead men's words hold no meaning. They're flying typhoons. Don't underestimate these
Good
guys.
thing about Qualms is they do less damage.
Hungry dogs with
They're pretty much guaranteed to hit.
Cypher, they're known for their long-range attacks. Be careful.
Most missiles you need to get line up a decent shot.
Watch out.
Qualm, no, just fire him.
Missile evaded.
Yes, somebody in chat. I can't actually look and see which one of the two people here said what.
Enough playing around. I'll drive them into the flames.
Radar lock. Approaching gun range.
The enemy ace squadrons are usually
Don't think you can leave
actually pretty good.
Two of our fighters have been shot down. They'll pay for this. Here it comes.
Pixie's missiles do as much damage as my missiles. Which is a weird question to ask, but I've never tested it.
You'll be the 7th plane down in B7R.
Yep, they do.
I've been hit. That low-life mercenary.
Last one. Oh my god, this is so much easier without 1,000 other enemies.
Those guys are history. Go on, let's wrap things up here.
That's why you destroy ads in a boss fight.
All Belkin reinforcements confirmed down. Mission complete. Return to base. Incoming message from Allied Forces Operations Command. Allied Naval Force has begun its advance. We appreciate your work.
Allied Naval Force has begun its advance.
Looks like we were just a couple of decoys.
We were. I thought it was the naval mission first, and this one second.
You still alive?
That's why I was confused. You can actually track what Pixie was doing during the fight. If I can remember how. Yep. But I don't really want to watch a replay of it.
Well done. I'll make sure head operations hears about how you defeated an elite squad of enemy Typhoons. Now go rest up. You've earned it.
And now we can buy Typhoons. So, not only does your A-Style impact which enemies you fight, it unlocks those particular aircraft for purchase afterward. So, depending on your A-Style, you unlock completely different planes throughout the game.
The Ustio and Osean coalition forces are to launch a joint campaign. The collective strategic military force of the two armies will be referred to as the Allied Forces. The campaign will be called Offensive Campaign Number 4101. The objective of this operation is to secure a sea transit lane for the Allied forces. To secure this channel, the Belkin forces occupying the Futuro Canal must be cleared out. You will be given a choice of missions in this joint operation. Offensive Campaign Number 4101 will be comprised of the following 3 air missions. First, there is Operation Gelnikos. This is an air-to-air surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out Belka's air squadron, port facilities, and surface weapons. Next is Operation Round Hammer. This is an air-to-surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out the Belkan fleet, its port facilities, and surface weapons. And the last mission is called Operation Costa. This is an escort mission, whose objective is to protect the naval vessels in Osea's Third Fleet, including its state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, which will be making a trial voyage. Fierce resistance by Belkan forces is expected in all 3 missions. Choose carefully which one you wish to participate in. That is all.
Now, I think Operation Roundhammer is the most interesting and fun version of this game, or mission. We are doing Costner. Do I want to buy the Typhoon? Or do I want to save my money? Oh, I can't afford it. But yes, I very much want to buy the Typhoon. The Typhoon is an interesting plane design with its little... So, a lot of planes are designed with larger wings in front and then small wings in the back that help with, balance and directions and stuff. This one has the big wings in the back and the tiny little guidance wings in the front. It's a very unique design. I absolutely love the Typhoon. Can't afford it. Once we can get it, we're probably going to be using it for, like, half the game. Oh, guess we're going as the Tiger again. Don't fix what's not broken. Can mostly let Pixie handle the air targets while I focus on ground targets. Again, there is a very much a reason why we're doing one of the ones I think is less interesting. Not only are there slight splits for your A style, but also you get to pick a few times.
Cover the Allied fleet so they can pass safely through the canal. No mistakes.
This is Captain Weaker on the Kestrel. All personnel, carry on with your duties, but listen up. Fight your way through the route carved out for us by the first attack unit. We're gonna get through this.
I see you, Gold Unit. Be with you in a sec.
Locked on!
Oh, Pixie, why are you targeting when I'm targeting?
Fox 2!
Ah, the Gold One's gonna get away if I play with this guy.
Bandits in gun range.
I can afford to let one Gold Unit escape. Oh, and a new wave spawned right in front of it. So now I have an excuse to be over here anyway.
Those radios, you bastards. I knew they'd come for our canal.
I knew they would come for our canal. It's a line.
Being an escort isn't easy. We've suffered a direct hit to the bow. This is it. We're going down. Sinking one lousy ship won't change a thing.
What if it was the aircraft carrier?
Locked on!
If that aircraft carrier is sunk, it's all over.
Bandits in gun range. Missed! Galm 1, your special weapons are almost gone.
No, I can only carry 4 of them.
Fox 2. Stop that fleet from getting in any further.
Ah! A named enemy. These named enemies, they're typically a lot faster, more maneuverable, blah blah blah. They're aces. If you manage to take one down in a mission,
Radar lock!
you unlock a unique paint scheme for the F1 in this case. So there is a ton of replay value to going through this game, trying to find all of the hidden enemy aces to unlock all of the special paint schemes for all of the planes. And by a lot of replay value, I mean that some enemy aces only show up if you are in a particular ace style, some of them only show up in New Game Plus, some of them both. I think you have to play through 6 times to get all of the paint styles. I played through 7 times and I don't have all of them.
I heard there's a few Ustio mercenaries caught up in the mix. Yeah, and they're supposed to be good.
Our fleet has finally made it through halfway. Keep it up, Galm team. We're counting on you.
The fleet's moving extra slow. Galm 1, stay under control and take out the enemy.
So you actually do have a rival point on the map. And I'm losing a lot of ships because I'm fucking off to kill yellow units. Honestly, I don't really need to. Every yellow I let escape gives me night points, but I can afford to get some because the next important route split I think is Chapter 9. Only lost 3 ships?
Some damage, but nothing too serious. Thanks to the gentleman providing air support.
Operation Costner succeeded, contributing to the overall success of campaign number 4101. Having passed safely through the canal, the Ocean Fleet marks the beginning of our nation's counterattack.
God, they don't need to have all of this stuff about the socioeconomic conditions that led to the war, but I absolutely appreciate the attention to detail. You know what? The F-16C is... it could also be a pretty good plane to use. It's definitely an upgrade from what we have now.
The mountain town of Solus Ortis is located just outside Ustio's capital, Directus. The Allied forces will deploy airborne troops, comprised primarily of Osia's 101st Airborne Division over Solus Ortus, in a surprise air and ground attack on the Balkan forces. This operation will play a critical role in Ustio's liberation. Your mission is to provide support for the airborne troops. Destroy Belka's surface-to-air defense network and all interceptor aircraft, securing a safe drop zone for the airborne troops. Be aware of civilians still inside Solus Ortus. Your actions will determine their fate. Good luck.
Alright, nice easy escort mission. Sure, absolutely nothing is going to go wrong. Please get me to something better. The Fighting Falcon. F-16C. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first aircraft to use the fly-by-wire system? Or am I thinking of the F-18? Anyway, it's not a bad plane. It's a pretty good record. Yeah, still can't afford the Typhoon. This is pretty decent upgrade. Lets me get access to long-range anti-ground missiles, large unguided bombs, and advanced air-to-air missiles. It's actually really tempting. How many more missions would it be before I could afford the Typhoon? I think we were 70-something short last time, which means I'm getting about... So I've done 4 missions, have about 60,000. So that's like another 4 missions with the basic planes. Yeah, we're getting the Falcon. And we are going to buy the unguided bomb large. We'll get more money in later missions. For now, I want small upgrade. Small upgrade is fine. As usual, I'll give Pixie anti-air weapons. I'll take the anti-ground weapons. It's just so great to have a reliable partner where I can be like, you go deal with this, I'll deal with this. And to know it is going to be either handled or, well, on its way to being handled by the time I go help. God, Pixie is just one of the best partner units in games.
Escort units, this is the 122nd Airborne. We're now entering the designated airspace. We can't return to base until we empty this transport. We're counting on you.
You see,
First,
cockpits
attacking
are
the
different.
anti-air troops positioned at our parachute unit's drop destination.
Get your asses in gear, people! You gotta jump or you're of no value to this unit!
How many planes there were? I mean, do you mean in reality or in the game? Because it's a big number either way.
Here to get fired up and take 'em out! Understood? Go get 'em! Go, go, go!
So you can actually see the paratroopers.
We're the best! We're the best! Move, move, move! Don't stop the thing, just keep moving! They're a brave bunch of soldiers. I'll give them that.
Let's not attack. There. Yeah, I can be a little bit less anal about getting all the yellow targets. For now. And at a point, I'm going to stop caring about the yellow targets.
Dropping! Dropping!
Everything's fine. I got a map here and we're heading for the rendezvous point.
Missile warning! AA guns destroy!
There's one very particular route split that I want. Then I do not care about how I'm going to finish ace ranking.
Locked on!
Really? No, I broke off that attack because if I had pressed it, I would have crashed.
Radar lock! AA guns destroyed! Falcon fighters confirmed on radar. Galm team, destroy them!
So now we have some air units to target.
Sam destroyed.
Where's their next drop? Next drop is over here. Yeah, we need to get these air units out of the way.
Even if it affects our second interception.
Radar lock.
Go to Fox 2. I'll draw away the enemy planes.
Bandits in gun range. Missile evaded.
Dispatch tanks to the drop site. We'll eliminate them all at once. Sweet kill.
So yes, about this game's roster, it is sizable.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Requesting support.
And all of the planes feel very different, especially since you can get different special weapons for all of them.
Kill for Galm 1.
If you
Our job is to keep the Belgian planes busy.
look at the
Break missile.
credits for the game, there's like 6 different major aircraft manufacturers listed as in cooperation with.
Sam destroyed.
I wasn't informed there'd be such a large disposition of troops.
Let's see, I think I missed 3 shinies? Oh great, now I'm going to start calling them shinies.
Before we even hit the ground. Part 2.
Locked on.
We're taking extensive damage.
Oh, an ace.
Our allies support
Wait, is that
operation
the
going as
F-16
planned.
X?
Continue on with your duty.
No, that's the F-16 XL ace. I'm the
Warning, the
F-16.
enemy's locked on you.
Pixie! Bruh! I have no idea if I get credit for an ace kill if Pixie does it.
Get up and jump, Quincy. Keep going. Now's your chance. Go, go, go.
Radar lock. Missile hit.
It'd be cool if I could stop damaging them and start destroying them.
If we could at least track the enemy's movement, we might still have a chance.
I think I just halved the health of 3 enemy planes, didn't I?
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
An enemy plane with half health is still as effective as one with full health.
Galm 1, missile launched. Missile break.
You gotta be careful in this mission, because
On weapons here.
your altimeter doesn't account for the mountains.
Part 2.
Missile evaded. Galm 1, Fox 2. Sam destroyed.
You'll never find a group of soldiers with more pride than them.
Are there still more enemy transports arriving? There are, or allied transports.
The rest is up to air support. Protect those soldiers in the shoot drop.
AA guns destroyed.
Sector C8 is now secure, but we don't have much ammo left. Can you drop us a container?
Missile launched.
15 missiles left. Ooh,
Locked on.
did not like that audio skip just then.
Missile off target. Galm 1, Fox 2.
The worst part about the fact I damaged so many enemies without killing them is I have no idea how many missiles to use on the other ones. So I could end up wasting a ton of ammo.
Radar lock.
Well, or Pixie can do it. Works for me.
Incoming message from Operations Command. Airlift operation was a success.
See? Absolutely nothing went
All
wrong.
enemy forces near
Like I said.
Fortis have been eliminated. The rest is up to the ground forces. Galm team, mission complete. Return to base.
Galm 1, begin landing jets. You are cleared to land.
Now, if a real pilot landed a plane the way I'm about to land this plane, he would probably get court-martialed. Because I am using my afterburners on approach. I think you actually take damage if you land on the part of the runway that is, you know, that bridge. I don't remember, but I'm not going to risk it. They would get demoted and lose a few $1,000. I don't know. I mean, yes, probably. But I feel like they would probably have a little bit more. It depends on how much damage was done to the plane. Yeah, okay, fair. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, I haven't saved it all. Oh no. It's not the stream that died. Oh, the PlayStation just made a noise. That wasn't a good noise. Oh, thank God.
Operation Varsity succeeded. Ground troops are now en route to Solus Ortis. It won't be long now before Ustio is liberated.
See, I actually let 2 enemies escape this time. Still a net mercenary shift. Ooh, can now buy the A10A. Also got a medal. Guardian, I think that medal is for doing this mission. Oops! I just overwrote something. Okay, let me double check which memory cards I have in the PS2. I think that was my little brother's save. Okay, don't worry. Hasn't touched it in multiple years. It's probably fine. Ooh, it's frozen again. Gonna give it like a minute. I'm gonna reset the PS2. carefully reset the PS2 in this jumble of wires. Don't fall on my computer. Oh no. Oh, come on. I went out and got a new disc specifically for this. Oh no. Let's see. I don't see anything wrong with the disc. See, I have a microfiber cloth around here somewhere. Fuck, I'm troubleshooting live on stream. Reading disk is a good sign. My old copy didn't even get that far. Okay, good so far. Yeah, so you've got Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Dassault, Bay Systems, Northrop Grumman, and the JS... Japan Self-Defense Force. JSDF. Okay. Good. Cool. Just need to remember to save every mission or two.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5 administrative wards, centering on the River Crescaria. Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward, comprising the Belkan Army's Ustio branch headquarters. This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio. The enemy forces are primarily comprised of ground troops, but we have received information that, while not yet confirmed, there is also a squadron of high-tech enemy fighters.
Yeah, Grapens.
Your orders are to destroy the Belkan forces and liberate Directus. We can't afford to lose.
It's Grapens anyway. So there are a ton of ground units this time. Another reason that I said fuck it and bought the F-16C. Large unguided bomb is a big help in this mission. Especially since I can't buy a F-15 myself yet. Almost tempted to give Pixie a bomb as well. I think I'm gonna leave him with... well... nah, I'm gonna leave him with XMAAs. Liberating the capital already.
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under Belkan control.
Cypher, let's do this right.
So many gold targets this mission. We're gonna be so mercenary. So, you could probably see the big difference between Ace Combat 7 and Ace Combat 5 right away.
Armored vehicle destroyed.
Whether the cities are basically a painting on the ground, or if they're actual cities.
Locked on.
Is that good? No. Oh.
Approaching gun range.
That'll be it.
Shack on the target.
Do need to remember to save a good number of missiles for the end of this mission. So I probably can't actually go get every single shiny.
The tide should turn once they get their capital city back.
Dropping bombs on tents. Yeah, sure.
Dropping. Radar lock.
Ooh. Barely didn't hit that person.
Anyone seen him? Abandon Area 2. Reposition the battlefront immediately.
That might hit. Don't know. Got one of them. I'll go back for it later.
Radar lock. Hurry up and get this bird in the air. We've already lost this city.
Damn, dude.
I don't care. Just get us the hell out of Torrington. The Belkin chopper is leaving the battlefront. Looks like they're running scared.
I don't remember if you can actually shoot down the enemy commander while he's running away.
Keep firing aerial attacks. We let up, they'll come after us. You saw the general at the chopper landing pad?
God, that guy
AA guns destroyed.
is not getting court-martialed.
We've lost sector 3. What the hell is that ringing? The sound.
Belka is, pretty serious.
Directus has been liberated! We've got our city back! Right, let's go!
You can see friends popping up in the fight as you take out ground forces.
This is Tank Company 3. We're being attacked by Belgian fighters. Somebody take them out for us.
Which is presumably resistance fighters joining the fight. It's an absolutely great mission narratively.
That's a kill. Radar lock. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
Clock's 2, clock's 2!
Did I miss?
Galm 1, bandit down!
Nope, I got him.
The tank unit calling for support was
Ah,
wiped out.
there's the enemy commander.
We didn't make it in time.
Pretty sure this guy's worth a pretty sizable shift towards mercenary. Like I said, gold targets are enemies you don't necessarily have to kill, but that doesn't mean they're strategically not valuable to take out.
Radar lock. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
Eesh. Lots of SAMs around corners. To be fair, if I can't hit them with a missile, they probably can't hit me, right?
Dropping.
I told you I'd be back. Oh damn, why did I get hit? That's a problem.
Facility's been hit! Trucks 2, trucks 2. We can't hold the battlefront. Retreat!
Radar lock.
See, took out all the enemies in Sector 5, bunch of friends showed up.
Special weapons are almost gone.
I should take out some of these fighters.
I never thought the people had it in them. Incoming missile, lose it! I'm on it. Let me know when it's closer here. Damn, it didn't connect.
Even with Pixie covering me,
What's our air squadron out
they're
now?
really on my tail.
Missile warning. Radar lock. Galm 1, missile launched.
Missed. Cross out 10, Fox 2. Don't ever come back!
Bandits and gun.
Nice work. Next target.
Alright. Oh, I deserved that. Don't let the enemy planes build up too much.
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under Belkin control.
You know what? I think this time we're just gonna go in,
I know you've got
actually
what it
take out the air cover.
takes. Roger, they're anti-air attack.
One of the reasons I was leaving the air cover is you really don't have a lot of missiles to spare in this mission. There's so many targets. But I wasted so many missiles on bad shots, trying to pick off enemies.
Dropping.
And if I just take them out over time, instead of all at once,
Break.
I
Missile.
won't have to make so many terrible shots
Check on the target.
because of dodging enemy missiles.
Radar lock. SAM
But
destroyed.
I really need to just stop playing this game like an idiot.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Dropping.
Retreat! Look at corner pass smoke!
Radar lock.
Retreat! Look at corner pass smoke!
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Missile warning. Missile evaded.
I let him roll in behind me. Not good. Let's see, he is the F-15C, which I don't think is the model that I like. Oh, okay, get him, Pixie. I think it's the F-15E
Locked on.
that is really useful.
Nice kill!
Should be the Strike Eagle.
Approaching gun range.
I got him. Alright, no enemy air support. This is gonna be a lot easier now. 42 missiles left.
AA guns destroyed.
The tide should turn once they get their capital city back.
There is one other thing that happens when you take out all the enemies in a sector. I've been not trying to draw attention to... Why did the music cut out? I see. This is weird. There's no other word for it other than weird. Now you can really hear the difference. Oh, they're not gonna talk either? Oh god, it's Robotech Battle Cry all over again. This is so different. What the fuck?
That sound takes me back.
Okay. You could still...
This is State Company 3. We're being attacked by Falcon fighters. Somebody take them out for us.
You could still kind of hear what it was I was talking about. That was the only sound that was playing.
Allied mercenaries, huh? We owe you one.
It's totally optional to kill that plane, and you get thanked by the ground forces for it. But as you liberate sectors, they start ringing a bell in every sector that's liberated. And apparently, when it started ringing a new bell, it fixed the audio.
Radar lock. AA guns destroyed.
You know, I didn't realize, but I never even considered that there's actually a pressure sensitivity in the
Special weapons
face
are almost gone.
buttons. Like,
Locked on.
how big my map is how hard I'm pressing square.
What's wrong with you people?
Like, I mean, obviously the triggers have sensitivity, but it's so weird that the face buttons also have sensitivity. I don't think any other systems use that.
Radar lock.
Like, I can't think of any other game that takes advantage of
Enemy armored vehicle
pressure
destroyed.
sensitivity on the face buttons. Across any system, actually.
Falcon ground forces in Sector 4 have been eliminated. The people here are ringing their freedom bell. We no longer have a means of escape. Mass together all troops and regroup. Falcons, get out! Get the hell out of our city!
And we're done here.
No special weapons fire
26
remaining.
missiles? That's plenty.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
No mission accomplished, though.
The city has fallen to the Allied forces. Any soldiers left, open up an escape route. We lost. The Falcon Army. We've been defeated. We got our city back! They've got a reason to fight. This battle's over.
Then why has mission accomplished not appeared, Pixie?
Warning! Warning! Enemy reinforcements approaching.
What? Now?
This is one of 2 squadrons that does not change on your ace ranking.
Craft approaching at high speed. Let's take care of them.
This is a totally fair 2-on-2.
They're faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
It doesn't look like they'll let us head back to base unless we take out those 2 planes.
Galm 1, missile evaded.
Pixie, my guy, look at what we just did with 2 planes, and you really want to let 2 planes loose? Oof. 2 are no joke. That's really unfortunate. So one thing that is absolutely really nice in Ace Combat 7, not in any of the earlier games, mid-mission checkpoints. You get picked off by the boss in 20 seconds like that, do the whole thing over again.
Dropping.
I remember when I first played this game, I was stuck on this mission for a while. And even now, this is what, 2 resets to this mission?
AA guns destroyed.
One of them because I was being stupid, to be fair, but still. Like I said, I played through this game 7 times and we're only on hard mode.
Radar lock. Box 2. Missed.
Roger, focusing on air targets.
I think if there's no enemy air targets, he does switch over and attack ground units. I'm not confident enough in that I'm not going to change him to free engagement once the last air unit is done.
The tide should turn once they get their capital city back. Watch out, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Break missile.
Keep firing every attack. We lit up, they'll come after us.
Galm 1. Missile evaded.
Aren't there any orders from higher up? Where's the channel? Hasn't anyone seen him?
Like I said, Belka, they're pretty serious about this war, so the general that's running off, honestly, I probably don't need to go hunt him down.
Our air squad round 2.
Break missile.
For him to abandon the enemy capital, yeah,
Missile
that
evaded.
probably doesn't end well for him, no matter what I do.
Help at this point. Roger, ready to fire.
Really can't afford to take stupid hits like that. Not against Galm Squadron.
Galm 2, engaging.
Box 2.
Pixie, get the guy on my tail, not the guy I'm attacking.
Galm 1, bandit down.
Oh, you already got him. Never mind. Wait, no, you didn't.
Got it, let me at him. Watch out, the enemy's locked onto you.
Bandits in gun range.
Who's locked onto me? A Sam? Really? I was gonna say, I'm way out of your
Locked on.
range.
Sam destroyed.
Abandon area 2. Reposition the battlefront immediately. We've lost sector 3. The sound takes me back.
Radar lock.
Pretty sure you don't need a... Nope, still need a clean shot on him.
Tank Company 3. We're being attacked by Belkan fighters. Somebody take them out for us. Allied mercenaries, huh? We owe you one. Thanks.
Special weapons are almost gone.
That wasn't a bomb. That was a missile.
You saw the general at the chopper landing pad? We must take back our city. Now is the time to stand up and fight.
Pixie has a little trouble attacking ground targets in missions like this. You might have just noticed a missile crash into a building instead of the target behind the building. I don't think Pixie is programmed to pay attention to his approach angle for that type of thing.
Radar lock.
Turn yellow, please. I want the general to be in there.
Locked on.
What are you people doing out here? All citizens must take shelter. Stop!
Yeah, the friend units are absolutely the citizens.
Let's go! We gotta take back what's ours! Forces on station in Area 1. Please respond. He dodged it!
I rarely use the missile follow cam, but it does exist. It's helpful if you're not sure which
Locked on.
side of a building an enemy is on, for example.
Enemy armored vehicle.
I wasn't sure if I was going to hit that APC, and if I missed, I wanted to know which side it was on. Oh, there's the stupid helicopter turning gold, finally.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
The city has fallen to the
Should have time to get it.
Any soldiers left, open up an escape route. We lost. The Balkan army. We've been defeated.
Get used to it, dude.
Got our city back! We've got a reason to fight. This battle's over.
Warning! Warning! Enemy reinforcements approaching.
So Galm team has 2 units,
Now?
and they are very good at covering each other. If you attack one, the other goes after you.
Craft approaching at high speed.
So you have to either deal with that, which you saw how well that went. They will fire missiles at point-blank range that you cannot dodge, which is what happened last time. So you have to either split them up using Pixie,
They're faster than anything we've come across.
or at least keep your distance from one as you are attacking the other.
It doesn't look like they'll let us head back to base
But
unless we
like I
take
said,
out
all the
those
enemy
planes.
aces are aces. Like, I feel like in Ace Combat 7, they very rarely throw serious enemy pilots at you.
Missile hit.
This one has a squadron of aces every, like, 3 or 4 chapters.
We might be too late.
Yeah, a little too late. See, I can't not be attacked for more than a few seconds. You really just cannot take the time to line up a good shot.
Locked on.
Almost wish I'd brought the
Approaching
qualms.
gun range.
Missile inbound. Move your jet, Cypher.
I know, Pixie.
Yo, 2. Stop that awful bell from ringing.
Maybe good?
Radar lock.
Nope.
There's 2 of them and there's 2 of us.
I would say Rot Squadron is the first boss fight. Well, Rot Squadron or...
Yo, 2. Fox 2.
I don't remember what the other 2 enemies you can get are. But yes, this is absolutely a boss fight.
That's what we're here to do.
Locked on.
I thought I had a good shot. Nope.
It looks like the Allied forces have taken control.
Since I took a shot at that one, the other one is now focused on me. I'm gonna try getting a little distance.
Missile evaded.
Let's try sending Pixie after the one that's targeting me.
I've never seen
Yeah, I know, Pixie.
Radar lock.
Might be good. Oh, that's
Bandit down.
painful. That's actually painful. I shouldn't have watched to see if it was a hit. I can't blame anyone but myself.
Start the operation. Release 5 sectors under Belkin control.
Cypher, let's do this right. I know you've got what it takes.
If I hadn't taken a really stupid hit early in the mission, that would have been an easy win.
Dropping.
I knew as soon as I took that stupid hit that it was going to cost me. Come on, come right at me.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Break, missile. Galm 1, missile evaded.
Alright, take out the MiGs first and worry about the ace after the MiGs. That's not it.
Radar lock. Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Typically the enemy aces will more or less stay out of the fight until you provoke them. So I don't
Nice kill.
terribly need to worry about Ibis. Which was my mistake last time. I went, picked a fight with him, and I had a MiG on my tail.
Radar lock.
Even though I have said over and over, take out the ads first, the boss fight is much easier. Which is why I'm destroying all the AA guns, not just the mission critical ones. Because trying to deal with those alongside Galm Squadron makes it go from really hard to
Approaching gun range.
really unfair. Oh my god, dude. Mixie!
Missile warning.
Okay, this isn't working.
Damn, it didn't connect.
I think this is the exact same MiG that hit me last time, too. I don't know what is up with this guy.
Radar lock. Approaching gun range.
There. You know what? I'm gonna go poke Ibis, and then I'm gonna let Pixie handle him. Because I used way too many missiles on that MiG.
Locked on. Bandits in gun range.
I've been hit by gunfire.
Yeah, unless I have a really easy kill.
Box 2. The missile didn't connect.
Why did I even fire that? There's no way that's hitting.
Damn, my plane's been Swiss cheese.
The Belkins really like cheese for some reason.
Radar lock. Missile launched.
There's still another MiG.
The tides return once they get their capital city back. Aerial attacks won't help at this point.
Box 2.
I mean, He's right, aerial attacks can only do so much. Wars are won on the ground, usually.
We let up, they'll come after us. Aren't there any orders from higher up?
Sure, a jet can take out highly strategic targets.
Has anyone seen him?
What are you doing? Jet cannot occupy. I have never seen an enemy plane do that before. Jet cannot occupy a city.
What's our air squadron up to?
Dropping! Dropping! Warning, the enemy's locked onto you! Galm 1, missile evaded.
Roger.
SAM destroyed. Locked on.
Not sure about that. Yep.
Status report. Facility damage confirmed.
Radar lock. AA guns destroyed. Dropping!
28
Dropping!
missiles. I'd like a few more than that.
Abandon Area 2. Reposition the battlefront immediately.
Yeah, I used way too many taking out the air forces. I know I have definitely talked about this before, but combat air doctrine says to always prioritize taking out the enemy's air force first.
Give me a damage report.
So you're the only ones with planes in the area. So what are they gonna do?
We lost Sector 3. What the hell is that ringing? The sound takes me back.
That is doctrine for a reason.
This bird in the air. We've already lost this city.
This is Tank Company 3.
The US military knows you take out its first.
I don't care. Just get us the hell out of Directus. The Belkin chopper is leaving the battlefront. Looks like they're running scared.
Oh, I didn't make it in time this time.
The tank unit calling for support was wiped out. Looks like we didn't make it in time.
Just said that, Pixie.
Been eliminated. People here are ringing their freedom bell.
A-10A, basically a gun with a plane built around it.
Falcons, get out! Get the hell out of our city! Why is that bell ringing?
Close air support, there's really not a lot better. If I remember right, the US military actually retired the A-10A, and then by popular demand, they unretired it.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
The city has fallen to the Allied forces. Any soldiers left, open up an escape route. We lost. Belkin Army. We've been defeated. We got our city back! The enemy is attacking without... They've got a reason to fight. This battle's over.
Warning! Warning! Enemy reinforcements approaching.
What? Now? Two craft approach.
I have no idea if my missiles or bombs
They're
despawned.
faster than anything we've come across. Commence intercept.
What am I doing? I don't have time or ammo for this. I destroyed enough gold targets.
Don't let us head back to base unless we take out those two planes. Fox 2.
The gold on my radar is so distracting.
Yo, 2. Stop that awful bell from ringing.
Alright, switch Pixie into attack mode. That worked really well last time,
Too late.
until it didn't. Have no damage going in this time. There's no excuse to lose again.
That works in our favor.
Remember their strategy now. Got one hit, so I need to stay on this one.
That's what we're here to do.
Take what shots you can get. And if they miss, they miss.
The city is in chaos. If only we could have made it here earlier.
Oh, I didn't think I was actually going to dodge that missile.
It looks like the Allied forces have taken control.
Locked on.
It feels kind of weird that the Belkans also call them the Allied forces. Oh no. After that tent, I lost track of which one I damaged.
But too late.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Those planes are tricky to fly, but the pilots are making it look easy.
Galm 1, missile evaded.
Alright, let's calm down and think about their pattern.
There's two of them, but our flying styles are a lot different. It takes more than just a fancy plane to fly like that.
I thought I had him.
They fly well together. I've never seen such precise coordination.
That's really great, Pixie. Could you please break this one off of my tail? Oh, right, you're in attack mode.
Pixie Roger, I'll cover you.
Fox 2.
Maybe?
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
10 missiles left.
Break, missile.
11 missiles, and they have 3 health. Basically.
Galm 1,
Got
missile
one.
launched.
The fight's over.
Captain, was he shot down?
Oh, and I got the better one, too.
This kind of enemy makes me nervous. Watch out, Galm 1. Expect the unexpected this time. Give me a damage report.
I know Cypher and Pixie can get the job done.
Look, just because I said the fight's over doesn't mean I'm super confident.
Don't get too hasty now. Just fly as you always do.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
These guys are gonna be tougher than I thought.
Wait,
Missile, break.
where'd that missile come
No
from?
mercenaries. If they're responsible for this, then it's our job to take them out.
Airspace threat eliminated. Galm team, mission complete.
We've taken back this sector. Belka is no longer in control.
Cypher, you hear those people screaming for freedom? That's where we come in. Directus is free of any threats now. Let's head back to base.
On May 13th, 1995, Ustio was finally liberated. The tide of war was about to change dramatically.
Liberated after 4 attempts.
Belka's Ustio branch headquarters has fallen. Directus has been liberated. I just received a vintage bottle of Chateau Bouloise for the Galm team. It's a hard-to-find Cabernet. Perfect, I'd say, for celebrating an occasion such as this.
What an absolutely feel-good mission. As I am all the way to perfect mercenary. Only an A rank. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Metal Deliverance Bell. I'm going to save the fuck out of this game. The next mission I'm actually worried about is not for a while.
The true nature of the war begins from this point forward. Accounts vary depending on the article and source. Everyone is a hero and a villain, and no one knows who is the victim and who is the aggressor. And what is peace? All questions commonly asked about any war in history. As the battlegrounds move to Belka, he is also thrust into the middle of this war. This is also where my interests shift from the war to him.
What is peace sounds like a really stupid question that the game actually does end up delivering on.
Intelligence reports that Belka is developing nuclear arms and V2, a weapon of mass destruction. The Allied forces' top brass have decided to send troops across the Hydrian line into Belka to check for nuclear arms and secure resource interests. Centered on the ruined base of Gladysant, the Hydrian line, Belka's long line of defense, stretches 700 kilometers from Osia's southern border to the border of Sapphire. Situated at the peak of Mount Freya, the ruins of Gladysant have been transformed into a modern base with anti-aircraft artillery and a powerful defense system. The Galm team's mission is to launch an aerial strike on Gladysant, opening the door to Belka for our ground troops. In all probability, this will be an extended operation. You will be able to refuel during the latter half of the mission. If you're low on fuel, temporarily withdraw from the battle and return to base. Good luck.
So this is our first mission. There's not any priority targets. So my big criticism of Ace Combat 4, and why I'm probably not going to stream it, even if I could find my disc, I know it's somewhere in here. Almost all of the missions in Ace Combat 4 are this format. It's not literally almost all, but there are so many missions where you don't have really priority targets. You just have to score enough points, and hey, there's a return line if you want to go refuel and stuff. There are so many of those missions in Ace Combat 4, and especially that there's a ton of them right in a row. I don't think Ace Combat 4 is bad. It's a pretty good game. I don't like its story quite as much as 5 or 0. It's still a good story, and it's told in an interesting way, which is par for the course. It's told in a really interesting way, Ace Combat 4, with basically split between the player's point of view and some kids in an occupied city where the enemy's Ace Squadron that you fight over and over live. So you get to kind of see what the enemy's Ace Squadron is going through, while from the perspective of these little kids. It's really interesting. I just don't want to... Oh, this changed. Oh, I'll read it later. It changed because we're in a new arc.
Galm 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
I just don't want to stream Ace Combat 4.
You're supposed to tell me about those things ahead of time.
You can see now we have more Allied aircraft. Anyway, Ace Combat 4, it's fine. But I don't want to stream it, even though it has possibly the best of the final missions. No, that definitely goes to Ace Combat Zero, this one. Ace Combat 7's is good, not my favorite. I think Ace Combat Zero has the best final mission. Then 4. 5 is also pretty good. 7's is good. 6 is not bad. Assault Horizon... I don't want to talk about Assault Horizon. Yes, so we are...
Fire away at Gladysent. Your job this time is to take out their defense mechanisms.
We are nominally here to check if they have nuclear
On the
missiles.
south side of the operation airspace. All planes can pass over this line whenever they need to resupply.
They're here. Commence firing. Fire a missile into the hole.
Which one is my favorite?
One little mistake and it's all.
That is a very difficult question. I think Ace Combat 5 has the most interesting story, but the gameplay has not held up at all compared to some of the newer games. Ace Combat 7 looks amazing, gameplay is great. Don't think the story is the best, and I really don't like how they took out squadron commands, especially when you have a huge army. I think Zero might be my favorite overall. I feel like it has the best balance of decent graphics, good gameplay, you have your squad mate absolutely love Pixie. Most of the missions are interesting. The story is told in a really, really interesting way.
Stay alert or you'll be shot full of holes.
And I say the story is told in a really interesting way from the historian's point of view. That is actually going to come into a bigger view later. I think overall, Zero doesn't do the best in any one category, but Zero also does well in every category. Hey.
We'll just have to sail through them then.
Dang, I took half my health from guns. That control tower is not a joke if you charge at it the way I did.
Just don't bite the dust.
Even though I was literally just shitting on them, I think if you just want a shooter, arcade type game, 4 is probably the best. Didn't talk about 6. 6 has a bunch of really, really great narrative moments, and a bunch of really, really stupid narrative moments. It's kind of weird to play and talk about because it just bounces between really, really good and really meh so much from mission to mission. Maybe I would have a different opinion of 6 if I played it more, because I only got to play through it once or twice because my disc broke. Only disc that I've ever had break that hasn't been, like, because it is 20 years old almost.
They pick on small prey like us.
Locked on.
I just said I don't want to talk about Assault Horizon, but I guess if I'm talking about which ace combat is the best, I do have to bring up Assault Horizon. And barrel rolling helicopter to dodge missiles is like... Ah, there's the new enemies. Barrel rolling helicopter to dodge SAMs. Yes, Assault Horizon also has like turret sections where you're piloting an AC 130, is that the name? Large gunships. Also, it has a cinematic dogfighting mode where if you get close to an enemy's tail, too close, let's go refuel. If you get right on an enemy's tail in Ace Combat Assault Horizon, it takes away your piloting control, basically, and you automatically follow right behind the plane, and you just have to line up your guns and shoot them down. It's really, really OP, and it turns the game into nothing but get onto enemy's tail, get close, do follow mode, kill them.
Galm 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
1,600 points. Oh, we need to pick up the pace a little bit. I think the big targets are worth extra, so I should probably try to prioritize them. Assault Horizon is also the only one that is set in the real world instead of a fictional world, which I also don't really like. I mean, I like how the alternate history nonsense and geopolitical maneuvering. Oh, yes. You don't have to clarify which part of Assault Horizon you think is done. It is... The helicopter missions are really not great. The gunner missions are not great. The story is incredibly generic. I feel like it's... I think 24 was popular when it was airing. And oh, boy, I just realized that kids today might not even know what 24 was. Basically, it's just, hey, rogue squadron stole a nuke. Stop them from a nuke. I don't think Assault Horizon is as bad as some people say, but it is bad. It's kind of hard to say anything nice when that's your opinion. It's only half as dumb as people say it is. But like I said, Ace Combat 5 is definitely next. It is far and away the most involved story. I don't know if that, automatically means it's the best story, but for what I want from this sort of fake reality game type thing, it's exactly what I like. Also, I really like the squad mates in 5, even if I like Pixie better. But again, a large part of I like Pixie better is because Pixie is competent. It really does say something about the fact I like the squad mates in 5 when they do fuck and all. Pixie, if it's possible for you to get shot down, I've literally never seen it. I'm not worried at all. Oh no. Oh, shit, I was going that close.
Don't worry about the fire anymore. Dispatch all troops into battle.
There were also a few PSP games, but I never got to play any of them. I believe one of them was called Southern Cross? Or, no, I think Southern Cross was actually your call sign in that game. Don't remember what the game was called. I've heard really good things about whichever one you play as Southern Cross. I think there were actually 2 or 3 on the PSP, but the only one I'd ever really heard about was, well, that one. I heard it was mostly good because it was an interesting plot and story. Kind of hard to control because, well, PSP. Fuel tank. Another of those yellow targets that is an objectively good target. Oh, I mean, unless we had an opportunity to capture it.
No matter how many we shoot now, they just keep coming. How many fighters did they send here?
I am not going to address what is currently in the chat.
Enemy planes are coming at us. Falcon fighters. Great. Perfect timing. Enemy attacks are too intense. There's no time to even pick a target.
I mean, we're attacking an AA base. What do you expect, my guy?
Break missile.
I see it.
Firing indiscriminately.
I'm firing very discriminately.
Anti-aircraft bunker 4. There's nothing of use there now. It doesn't look like the Allied forces are planning to retreat.
Still weird that you refer to our guys as the Allied forces.
80% of enemy forces are under our control. It's time to rock and roll. All planes, eliminate Gladysent.
I believe this is your chopper base?
Locked on.
I mean, yeah, I guess the castle could be used for... Oh.
Missile break.
If you noticed me freak out there, it's because I tried to switch to my secondary weapon and didn't realize I didn't have any.
I've run out of missiles. Returning to rearm.
Bandit shut down. Missile hit.
Pretty fast, Cypher.
I just lost control for a second.
What happened to the enemy? Where'd they disappear to?
This...
How much do we have to blow up for this to end? Doesn't look like things will calm down anytime soon.
Another 2,000 points worth.
Radar lock. Galm 1 is going down.
That was my own fault. It's very close.
Galm 1, you are cleared for takeoff.
Again, it means you do the entire mission again, which is...
Nuclear inspection, huh? What a joke.
it's a lot.
Fire away at Gladysent. Your job this time is to take out their defense mechanisms. A return line is located on the south side of the operation
think what I'm gonna do-
airspace. All planes can pass over this line whenever they need
So
to
I'm going
resupply.
to take out the central place, loop back this way. The order that you attack this base really makes a big difference.
Missile into the hole. No use. I can't get away.
Galm 1, Box 2. Missed.
shooting missiles down these tunnels is annoying. It's a reference to Ace Combat 5 too, I think. Shooting missiles into those tunnels. Because there is a mission where that is the entire gimmick of the level. There's like 10 tunnels you have to shoot missiles straight down.
Just don't bite the dust. Dropping.
That mission is actually on one of the 2 route splits in Ace Combat 5, so I don't actually think I will be doing that mission. If it's paired with the mission I think it is paired with. There's 2 points in Ace Combat 5 where you pick one of 2 missions and then you do a follow-up mission that is paired with it. I think... Okay, I need to get some range before I attack this place. Let's fight smart for once. Now, in hard mode you can't afford to take gunfire. It will turn a missile into a kill. So I'm going to drop some bombs and then I'm going to head back and repair.
Don't expect us to do the impossible.
There's a really interesting mission in Ace Combat 5
He's locked onto you.
where you pilot
So they hollowed out the mountain to make a base.
a bunch of trainer jets to do a bombing run on non-targets in an allied civilian city. Okay, I realize what I just said sounds really bad, but I assure you, it's not. I mean, actually, it's absolutely horrible, but it is the more interesting of the route splits, I think. It's horrible, but not because you're bombing an allied city. It will make sense in context, I promise. You absolutely should be bombing that city.
Break missile.
AA guns destroyed. One little mistake and it's all over. Mark 2.
AA guns destroyed.
Switch missiles, please.
Cooperate with all areas and take out those planes.
Okay.
Stay alert or you'll be shot full of holes.
Radar lock.
Okay, I'm gonna justify it and say you are bombing very, very, very specific targets within the city.
Bullets coming at us.
You're basically playing as a police force. That's not bombs. That's missiles. But
Radar
actually,
lock.
come to think of it, you are working directly with the police.
Enemy facility destroyed.
Why does the police have a anti-tank rifle in the back of his car? I'm not gonna ask questions.
Do me a favor and miss. Status report. The area wall's destroyed. Did you get that? I repeat.
Sector E has been...
No, it's fine. This is a fictional anti-reality where the police are actually competent and good.
This will be a springboard to nuclear inspections. We've got to sink that fortress. Looks like there's still some old ruins out here. Looks like things are gonna get rough. Don't go nuts on me now.
Still don't know why the police have anti-tank rifles though.
Chopper down.
Alright, you have 25 more minutes. You have like half an hour to score this many points. I don't have to be reckless. go refuel, take out that particular area, refuel again, then strike a little bit further. Just stop trying to rush through the game.
Galm 1, you're close to the return line.
Remember, I'm not in an
Maintain your
in-game
heading
level
to return
plane.
to base and resupply.
I will die with one missile and one gunshot. Don't act like I can take more than that. Don't act like I have more missiles than that. Stop playing ballsy and start playing smart. This game will be so much easier. God, it is... I gotta admit, it is weird to me when people start talking, or I should say it used to be weird to me when people started talking shit about police, because the city where I grew up, the police are actually really well trained, because it is, I grew up in a city that has a few very particular problems, we'll say, so the police had to actually be well trained and competent, and they could not afford to have a bunch of really shitty, corrupt police officers. So, to find out that a lot of cities do have really shitty, incompetent police officers was a bit of a shock for me. I was like, do you mean the police are a problem? Do you not have internal audits for your police? How could you let this type of shit go on for so long? Oh, I guess helicopter wreckage doesn't count.
Dropping.
Have to attack it from the front, of course you do.
Destroyed.
Too much rambling's gonna get you shot. Damn, he's got me in his sights again.
Locked on.
I can't actually talk about what the specific problems that we had to have a really good police force were about, because it would give a few things about me away that I'd rather not.
No more attacks are coming from Sector B.
Suffice to say, it's a problem. It's gotten a lot better in the last few years, actually. I don't believe we're considered the state capital of a certain type of crime anymore, which is... well, I mean, I don't actually live there anymore, but my parents still do, and I don't think it's still considered the state capital of certain types of crime.
Gun range. Missile launched.
But I mean, it was like international fame of how bad it was, as I eventually learned. Talking about the game for a minute, you notice that my auto-targeting snapped onto this tent.
Locked on.
Oh, I mean, maybe you noticed. It doesn't do that at the start of the game. It will not automatically target yellow units until you have reached mercenary status. If you're a soldier or a knight, you have to manually target gold units. Why am I attacking this group of enemies? These are the tunnels Then I can only hit from one side.
This ahead. Doesn't look like things will calm down anytime soon.
No, or not.
Locked on. AA guns destroyed. Radar lock.
No, I said I wasn't particularly worried about this mission,
Enemies ready
but
to fire at you.
this mission's actually a little bit stressful because it's so easy to turn and crash into the side of the mountain.
Explosives in that tent. Get away from it.
So I noticed Pixie is targeting this approach. I don't, like I said before, I don't know whether Pixie considers facing when he is firing.
Radar lock.
Like if he'll avoid shooting a building if there's an enemy behind it, or if he'll just sit there wasting missiles on the building. Oh, well, he got that approach. Oh, no, I killed enough approaches that the rest died. Okay. So I don't know if Pixie's been like locked onto this approach for most of the mission and just incapable of beating it.
I've run out of missiles. Returning to rearm.
So I notice there's an allied unit over here. I wonder if taking down this enemy will free the allied unit to do other things?
I can't bail out. It's hell out there. I don't want to die.
My guy, bailing out of an exploding plane is objectively better than staying in the exploding plane.
Henry 4, please respond.
And to be fair, there is an enemy base directly below you.
Radar
You're
lock.
likely to find at least somebody
Missile
who
launched.
can shoot you in the face on sight by military conventions.
I'm in trouble here. I can't evade all this at once.
80% of enemy forces are under our control. It's time to rock and roll. All planes, eliminate Gladysant.
Don't remember if the mission ends as soon as you hit 1600 points, or if you have to score 1600 and then run down the clock. I guess we'll find out soon
Radar
enough.
lock.
Sweet kill.
Alright, so what are you going to do now? You're just going to hang out here still? Alright, so the ACC, I think that's their drone control center. I already saw that. It didn't go so well. So let's see what this AA site is.
Bunker 4. There's nothing of use there now.
20 missiles, 7 bombs, no damage. Should probably go back and rearm, but it might be good enough. Problem is, if I have to go back and rearm, I'm gonna have to go really far back.
Communications been restored yet?
Alright, so we'll go for the high value targets then. But I am letting 2 gold units live.
Don't worry about the fire anymore. Dispatch all troops into battle.
It should be fine. So we destroyed 3 sites. That's 80% of the points we need. We should just have to damage this one.
No can do. All hands are currently occupied. There's a flurry of bullets heading our way. Don't get shot down, buddy. They're coming at us from the sky. Shoot them down.
There's a little bit of damage. There's a lot of bit of damage. Oof.
Dropping. Dropping.
Those pillars are in the way.
No, I'm gonna have to
Enemy
retreat for damage.
facility destroyed.
Oh, yeah, no, we're dropping back. It's gonna be a long time of just flying straight, but I'm not losing with this far again.
Hawk 2. AA guns
Now, one slight quirk, you can gain some altitude. The higher your altitude, the higher your max speed, so we'll go a little bit faster getting out this time.
Send all soldiers to Sector 5.
Or they could just stop talking, sure. I was gonna say, let's just hear the NPC chatter for a bit. Enjoy a job well done. I guess I don't feel like talking all of a sudden.
The walls are coming down. It's all over for us.
Let's see. So I don't have to fly all the way back to the top half of the map, I think.
Galm 1, you're close to the return line.
If I go straight down the middle and take out those planes, it's probably going to be enough points. So we'll switch to the XMAA, which I haven't actually shown off yet.
Galm 1, you are clear.
Ah, you lowered my altitude, guys. It's cruising. Yeah, I think if we just take out the handful of planes, it should be enough. So the XMAA allows you to lock onto 4 enemies at once. Alternatively, it means you can fire 4 missiles at the same target at once, which is not often particularly useful, but there's a few cases where it kind of helps. It also has a really long range.
Nice kill, Cypher.
I did not think that would hit, but I'll take it.
Approaching gun range.
Get him. My policeman's with cheese.
There they go talking about cheese again.
Nice kill.
Oh, that was 1,000, or 5, yeah, 700 points, something like that. Yeah, taking out this last group of planes should be mission complete. And I do think the mission ends when you score enough points, not when time runs out. Which, again, I mentioned there's a ton of missions like this in Ace Combat 4, and most of those you do have to run out the timer.
Radar lock.
One more
Bandit
plane
down.
should do it.
Watch out. The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Missile off target.
There we go.
Shack on the target. Gladyson's attack powers have been neutralized. All planes, return to base.
Did something just flash?
The operation was a success. Gladysant has fallen. The Allied forces have broken through the Hydrian line, bringing the battle to Belka. I must inform you, however, that while you were on your mission, we received a report that the squadron attacking from Ustio's border was wiped out by a mysterious attack. We are currently investigating this incident.
Did something just flash?
Belka's second line of defense stretches across the Shane Plains in the central region of southern Belka. Centered on 2 anti-aircraft camps, this line blocks our refueling unit's air route and is already delaying our military plans. This operation will consist of attacks on enemy ground troops and engagements with enemy fighters. There will be 3 squadrons in total. You can decide which one to accompany. Alpha Team will be responsible for destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team's job will be to eliminate air resistance and destroying enemy ground ordnance. Beta Team will eliminate air resistance. Escort Allied transport craft after each mission is completed. That is all.
Alright, so Alpha Team, air-to-ground mission. We just did one? Air-to-air, air and ground? Or a air-to-air focus mission. Since we just did an air-to-ground mission, and the next mission will be a lot of air-to-ground, we're gonna do Theta Team. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to meet some new people this mission. That might be a little ahead of myself. Then even nothingness was not existence. There was no air then, nor the heavens beyond it. Covered it, where was it, in whose keeping? Was there then cosmic water in depths unfathomed?
Hey, Cypher, you hear me? Just look at the view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here.
It's a nice view, alright.
Belkin fighters approaching. Shoot them down and secure air superiority.
I'll earn a sweet load of cash and be ace of the day.
Now that line
It's gonna be one hell of a fight.
is different depending
The
on
mighty Lucio mercenaries. Let's watch how
your
they fight.
ace style. I absolutely love that there is just random lines that depend on how you're playing the game.
Don't get carried away and get in trouble. The last thing we need right now is more war saving you.
If you fight like an asshole, you run into more assholes.
How many planes should I shoot down today? Don't let them outshine us. I'll show them what the Ocean Air Force is all about.
Radar lock. Approaching gun range.
Damn, my fleet's been switched cheesed.
Bandits in gun range. Missile launch.
I swear to God, the odds that the enemy will make a comment about Swiss cheese just increases as the game goes on.
Locked on.
I mean, part of that is I'm using the guns more. I'm relearning how to hold a PlayStation 2 controller.
Fox 2, Fox 2! They pretty much lost control of the ground. Our air squadron is all that's left now. We have to destroy the Allied forces.
Bandits in gun range. Check on the target.
My plane's taking a beating. Preparing to disengage.
Wait, what? Why are you still alive?
Damn it, a missile!
Radar lock.
Nothing else is looking.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you
Yeah.
on radar.
One hit. Should be okay.
Nice and quick.
Don't remember this. That could be a problem.
Pixie, we got one on my tail. Shoot him down.
Locked on.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it to you in time.
I can't believe Belka won't retreat. They're still trying to
the damage could be a problem later in this mission.
Radar lock. Bandits in gun range.
Nice kill, Cypher.
Locked on. That's a kill.
I won't let them touch any more of our land. All units, we can't leave until all enemy planes are shot down. I don't think they're here to just keep us at bay. This is kill or be killed. Pride and determination are what keeps the Belgians going. Thanks, Galm. If we get back alive, drinks are on me.
Can you, like, write us a check? Because,
Mercenary wins here to hold it, man.
2 of us are gonna make it back alive.
We gotta keep pressing forward. I know we can win this. I dodged the missile.
One is going down.
What the hell was that? That was weird.
Hey, Cypher, you hear me? Just look at the view. There's not much difference between those countries from up here.
If you weren't watching the radar,
Belgian fighters
the plane that shot me
approaching.
down
Shoot them
just-
and secure air superiority.
I mean, obviously it flew in, but
Oh, and a sweet load of
it was
cash
moving
for you
faster than I thought an
today.
enemy could move.
This is gonna be one hell of a fight. It's the mighty Usil mercenaries. Let's watch how they fight. Don't get carried away and get in trouble. The last thing we need right now is more work saving you. Yourself on, you okay? What's your status?
Bandits in gun range.
Go to Fox 2.
Approaching gun range.
How many planes should I shoot down today? Don't let them outshine us. I'll show them what the Ocean Air Force is all about.
Bandits in gun range.
You really do have to sort of think about this more like an RPG, tactically. Which group of enemies are you gonna pull? I lost last time because I aggroed a ton of groups at once.
Radar lock. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
They pretty much lost control of the ground.
Wait, did those enemies just spawn
There's one.
there?
There's almost left now. We have to destroy the Allied forces. Where's the missile?
Locked on.
Oh, come on.
Enemy plane coming. Shack on the target.
He's headed straight this way.
Yeah, these guys are like spawning in front of me.
Cypher, Pixie, bring on all my tail. Shoot him down. Fox 2.
Really don't have time to chase you, dude. It's not that I pulled multiple groups, it's that it spawned a group in front of me. Okay.
Don't get caught up in the view. We've got a battle to fight.
So I need to get this guy, I need to intercept them right around here, and I should be able to get behind them real easy.
I can't believe Belka won't retreat. They're still trying to fight us. No use. I can't get away.
Radar lock. Launch. Launch.
should be a hit. Or not. Oh, that got him. I don't think you actually get anything for rescuing these guys.
I don't think they're here to just keep us at bay. This is kill or be killed. Pride and determination are what keeps the Belgians going. These guys are desperate. Don't let your guard down. Nice kill.
Approaching gun range.
This is gonna get crazy. Great formation.
Missile hit.
I have no idea if I saved the Allied or not.
Unable to maintain current altitude. This is a battlefield. In the end, it's every man for himself. Clear out a path to Belka.
Jesus, guys, what are you doing?
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Radar lock. That's a kill. Locked on.
Fox 2. Don't worry about the Belkan aircraft. The Galm team can handle them. Something's not right. The Belka should be able to send out more fighters than this.
You're right.
The Belkans want to fight. That's fine by us. I can dodge this one.
Bandits in gun range. Missile warning.
Too close.
Bandit shut down.
Made it.
Radar lock.
Got him. We've got to keep pressing forward. I know we can win this.
Alright. It should be the last two.
Down.
Last one.
Shoot down those Belkan planes and don't leave any leftovers.
Galm 1, Fox 2.
Alright, mission accomplished. Real easy, right?
All enemy fighters have been eliminated. Threat level reduced to 2. Galm team, cover our transport planes until they're able to land.
There they are. It's the Allied transport planes. Thank you for securing your superiority. What was that? Something flashed again. What was that? Where did that attack just come from?
Problem.
What the hell happened? AWACS, what's going on?
Hold on. Incoming emergency message from Operations HQ. Enemy launching long-range attacks. Current airspace is within range.
Now you tell us. Where should we fly?
Anywhere that's not here.
Transmitting projected enemy targeting coordinates. All units evade attacks and withdraw from airspace.
Just so you know, I'm pretty sure every single one of these blue guys is scripted to die. So, don't go near that guy.
Allied planes are disappearing from radar. Plane 6 is gone too. This is bad. I'm out of here.
If you want the FA-18 skin, fucking do it.
Payload 10 is not responding. What's going on? That wasn't a missile. Hurry up and establish altitude control. One of us to be next.
Alright. easy way to do this will always land right in front of you. So I'm heading just a little bit off course. Zigzagging. So I'm always going mostly south, but never quite pure south.
The enemy's estimated long-range attack coordinates via radar.
Laser weaponry? Those damn Falcons?
It will spawn directly in front of you, so as long as you're not, like... If you are using Afterburner, you will absolutely slam right into it without time to respond. Just keep kind of slaloming southwest to southeast. Take it nice and slow. There's no enemy fighters other than that ace.
Keep an eye on your radar.
This is ironically a really chill mission all of a sudden. That's my actual objective. Avoid enemy laser fire. So you notice that I got close to it. My screen changed to blue. So if you get close to the laser, your screen becomes blue. It's that little spot right around the edge where it's kind of red, but not quite. At that point, it's just a really disturbing visual effect. But if you get any closer than that, you start taking damage over time that I think is
Galm team,
based
evacuate to the
on
south immediately.
how close you are to the center. You can do this way faster, I'm just being safe. You can survive like 2 or 3 seconds inside the laser, something like that. So it's not boom bang instant kill, but do not hang out there. Change course a little bit, just put the laser to the side. Mostly with how slow I'm firing, I don't hardly need to dodge the laser.
You're almost out of the operation airspace. Stay on course to the south. Galm team, evacuate to the south immediately.
Alright, we can gun it now. No, we can't! Okay, now we can gun it. Okay, now! For real this time! We're done. Don't know why it despawned the laser. Not gonna complain.
You're out of the danger zone. Galm team, return to base.
Looks like we live to see another day, Cypher. Welcome back.
That was a bad nightmare. We lost several of our members. Mercenaries like us are disposable to the guys in charge. But in the end, we survived.
The mission objectives were achieved, but our forces were dealt a heavy blow by enemy laser ordnance. Our country must put an end to this war. If not, I fear the war will put an end to us.
Damn, I lost a lot of A-style last mission. I didn't kill those fuel tanks. X-29A. I don't actually know what the X-29A is. I don't even know what country it is. Let's take a look at it. Sword of Annihilation. Operation Judgment.
we discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon, codenamed Excalibur. We believe it to be a Belkin anti-aircraft defense chemical laser weapon, developed as a missile defense system. According to our information, the strike zone is heavily guarded by a jamming facility and multiple anti-aircraft artillery units. Your objective is to destroy Excalibur. But to do that, you must first neutralize the jamming facility and the anti-aircraft artillery. Considering the importance of your target to the enemy, I'm afraid there's no way to avoid casualties from enemy resistance. In light of this, we've called in reinforcements for this mission. Work together with them to achieve the mission objectives.
Alright, what was it? The X-29 or something? The forward-swept wings of the aircraft. Oh, I recognize the profile. I didn't know what this was called. Forward-swept wings of this aircraft allow for exceptional turning ability. Advanced fly-by-wire system is employed to overcome the instabilities inherent in this design. Huh. It's still a mid-tier aircraft. We could get the EA-6B Prowler. It's an electronic warfare aircraft. I think it's also a carrier aircraft, but that doesn't matter for Zero. It is, well, never mind. It has the ECMP, which is, basically stops enemy missiles that are targeting you. I don't particularly like the EA and other jammer aircraft, but if you really don't like dealing with enemy missiles, these are okay. The Mirage, French aircraft, I think? Appropriately named Mirage, this aircraft was developed for low-altitude intrusion. And the Thunderbolt II, also called the Warthog. A gun with a plane built around it. I believe the gun is actually made by General Motors, of all things. It's equipped with tough armor to withstand enemy fire, because it is slow as shit. And a large Gatling gun, made by General Motors. It is highly mobile at low speeds, and is well equipped for its role in suppressing enemy ground forces. I believe that this plane, if it fires its gun for more than a few seconds at a time, it has so much recoil it will counteract the force of its own jet engines and stall the plane. It is the first plane we get access to that has access to the FAE bomb. Fuel Air Explosive Bomb is a very, very good anti-ground plane. Unfortunately, it is also slow as shit and not very maneuverable. Doesn't work so great in ace combat because there are always enemy planes that are hunting for you. This is the plane you send in after you have air superiority. This is the close support aircraft. I'm tempted to buy it and use it just for this mission, because this is like one of 2 or 3 missions where it actually does perform really well. I think I need to keep saving money, because you've got to have a pretty solid plane for the last few chapters. I mean, I'm starting to get more money for every mission. The next mission is going to be really bad, though. I would love to have the Terminator for the next mission. Or at least a Typhoon. Either of them would be really good. Okay, I think I'll get enough money to buy the Typhoon from this mission, so I'm going to hold off. Actually, if I sell my F-16... Oh, I could sell my F-16 right now. That should give me just enough money to buy the Typhoon. Which means if I don't sell it, and I finish this mission, then the next mission will give me enough money to buy the, Terminator instead of the Typhoon. Which... Alright, so this is probably going to be the final mission with our Fighting Falcon. Kind of a shame. Fighting Falcon is a great plane. I don't remember if there's any enemy air forces, but there's probably at least a few, so I'm still going to give Pixie a anti-air missile. Crow Team!
This is no time to talk about my personal life! Looks like a handful of fighters have come to the rescue.
We have Crow Team. They're a bunch of units piloting F-16Cs, Fighting Falcons like mine. You notice that it's not a circle anymore.
Been destroyed. Approaching enemy territory. You're in dangerous airspace. All planes, break, break.
I think you can actually safely fly through it that first time, because it's targeting the tanker.
Increase ECM output to level 3.
As long as you're not flying straight towards Excalibur, you should be okay.
Strip Excalibur of its defenses.
Dixie to Crew 3. If he gets shot down, we'll crash where I can't see. Roger, leave it to me. Increase power supply. Roger.
See,
Increasing power supply.
can't actually use missiles for the first part of this mission.
Charge has surpassed maximum value. Target confirmed. Laser emission distance has been calculated.
Here comes an attack. All planes, break.
Jamming facility 1 destroyed.
All planes, the lasers firing patterns can be estimated via radar. Use your radars.
God fucking damn it, that is a big-ass laser.
Sniper, they're gonna fire the laser. Pull out!
Yes, and your ally will warn you if you are too close to the laser.
We should be able to take out that sword if the Galm team flies with us.
God, I wish you could feel the controller rumble after that laser fires. It's just like, fuck. Absolutely bring a rocket launcher, unguided bomb, something like that for this mission.
Facility 2 down.
Otherwise you have to use your guns. And technically you can fire missiles without them being locked on, but they're, do not do that.
Jamming facility 3 down. Just a little more. This is Crow 2. Don't hold back. Get out there and blow up everything in sight.
Here, let me show you what happens if you try to take him out with missiles. fire.
Did you get a look at Cypher's medal? Today I'll be getting one just as shiny.
Now we go in. God, this is such a cool mission. I love this mission. Oh, it's a shame Excalibur is around for such a little amount of time because we're going to kill it. Like, you have to deal with the super weapons and...
It's all gonna try and fly inside Excalibur. It's surrounded by railway artillery. Give me some orders. Don't panic. There's just a flash in front of you.
You have to deal with the super weapon of Ace Combat 5 for so goddamn long. Stonehenge is a pain in your ass for years in Ace Combat 4. Excalibur is like, hey, I'm here, then I'm dead. You don't have to destroy the railway artillery, but I like to. Excalibur cannot deal with you flying in a small circle around it.
All railway artillery confirmed down.
Alright, let's take out the King's Sword now. If this operation goes well, we can be set for life.
Oh, it's leading me. Almost had me.
No, we will do it. It's just another operation, just another war. If we're killed, we're killed. Power Facility 3 is destroyed. Things are looking pretty good.
Damn, this really is a purely anti-ground mission. I could have brought the A-10.
I think it's gonna happen. Just keep attacking. Yeah, buddy. You got everyone fired up and believing in miracles. The voltage isn't stabilizing. What happened to our power facility? Just activate the beam. We can't give ourselves a center of defense. We must have some emergency power. Use it all. I don't care if it burns up some feedback. Shut down line A if it's no good. Connect to line C and reactivate.
Looking good. Destroy Excalibur, Cypher. I know you can do it. Radar lock. Missile hit.
Locking on missile. Fox 2. Close valves 3 and 4.
Radar lock.
Stay sharp or we'll lose everything. Get the rest from our underground power sources. Circuit connection B176.
It's time to destroy Excalibur once and for all.
With no focusing lens, it can't attack. There's no railway artillery left.
Radar lock. No special weapons fire remaining. Radar lock. too excited and crash, buddy.
Yeah!
Although we didn't discover any nuclear facilities, Excalibur is no longer a threat. This can be considered a substantial victory for our side. Head Operations has recognized you as an indispensable component in this war, and expresses their utmost gratitude and respect.
We are back to Maximum Mercenary. You can now get the F-15C and the Su-27. And the Broken Sword Medal. I'm going to do the mission briefing for the next mission, but I think this is where we are going to end it for this stream. Just look at the new planes. Operation Battle Axe. Yep. That's going to be it for this stream. We'll look at the new planes and then call it.
Orders have come in for an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking place as we speak between Belka and the Allied forces near the border, in the B-7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol of Belka's political, military, and industrial might. However, at noon today, along with its lightning-quick commencement of Operation Battle Axe, the Allied forces officially announced the permanent abrogation of its non-aggression treaty at the Assembly of Nations, and simultaneously attacked B-7R with a massive fighter squadron. This mission may be our chance to finally end the Belkan War once and for all. I wish you luck.
Operation Battle Axe. First off, let us sell our Fighting Falcon, now that PJ's got it covered. And barely... oh, actually we can afford the Terminator with quite a bit left over. I think that's actually enough to get the Terminator. Yeah, Terminator and the Thunderbolt. I could have had this last mission. Oh well. Go ahead, buy... oh, we can't afford any of his special weapons. I've seen Napalm Bomb before. FAE Bomb. It's just a really, really big bomb. What were the other two we unlocked? F-15C Eagle. This is what Pixie has. It's got... I want to say it actually has the best fighting record of any plane ever. It's just a really good, well-balanced airplane. The other one we unlocked was the 27 Flanker. This aircraft is at the pinnacle of modern air superiority fighter tech. It has refined aerodynamics and powerful engines provide exceptional maneuverability. It's right next to the Eagle. And, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of fair to say that they're competitors. They're both good planes. Yeah, both good, but we're using the Terminator, which is, I believe, 2 generations after the Flanker, so same family, but newer. Go ahead and save it again so I don't forget. And that's going to be the end of this stream. Next stream we'll be starting with Mayhem, Operation Battle Axe, which is going to be an interesting mission. Actually, we might start with something a little different next stream, but it will be the first mission we do. I will see you there.